Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to Rejoice International School. Now, in the last session, I had asked you to do a very interesting homework which involved a conversation with your grandparents. So, did you find out? Now, question number 1, how are they doing? Number 2, what makes them happy? Number 3, who are their best friends? And number 4, do they need any help? All right. Good job. I'm sure your grandparents must have felt really happy and special. All right. Moving on. In the last session, we had understood that we should try to help the elders in their daily activities. If they are sick, we should look after them, take care of their medical needs. We should spend time with them. Now, today we are going to discuss care for differently abled. I would not use the word disabled because then the person is not able to do anything or something. But here, care for differently abled means even though they don't have something, they definitely are good at something else. So, differently abled will involve visually impaired, hearing impaired, physically challenged. Visually impaired meaning people who cannot see properly. Hearing impaired means people can hear very less or can't hear at all. Physically challenged meaning they have some kind of improper limbs. Okay, so either they cannot walk properly or they cannot work properly, they don't have hands or they have hands but very different, something which is not normal or something which is not usual. Alright, so let's have a look at this visually impaired boy. If you can see properly, he is wearing dark sunglasses and he is carrying a stick in his hand. And you can see the boy is smiling all the way. He is not very sad about not having eyes because when God doesn't give you one particular thing, He gives you many different other things. You just have to explore a little more about yourself. So, my dear children, if visually impaired people are supposed to talk to each other, or say, for example, they want to read something, then what do they do? Close your eyes and type something on your laptop or on a mobile, or, just stand up and go to the washroom. With your eyes closed, trust me, everything is difficult. So for visually impaired people also, reading is difficult. But thanks to Mr. Braille that Mr. Louis Braille invented a method of reading where the alphabets are actually something like raised dots. Okay, it's a 6-dot pattern in which all the alphabets from A to Z are listed. But when the visually impaired people run their hand on the book or on the page, the dots are embossed. And because of that, they can easily read. So, thanks to Mr. Braille. Let's see about hearing impaired people. Hearing impaired meaning either they can hear very soft voices or they cannot hear at all. If they can hear soft voices, the hearing aids, something like these, help them to hear better. And if they cannot hear you at all, Then how do we play dumb charades? In that we are not supposed to talk, we are just supposed to act out and explain the movie name to the other person. Exactly like that. Even they have their sign language. Okay, in the picture you can see that they have said, I love you. Isn't this amazing? I think we all should be knowing basic sign language to communicate better with the hearing impaired people. Yes? Alright. And as you can see, there are also some lip movements that they follow. E, something like that. Okay. So they read our lips. Even though they cannot hear, they see how much mouth is open and they can guess what we are seeing. Physically challenged. In this picture, you can see that somebody is not able to walk properly, somebody is not able to see properly, somebody doesn't have one leg, somebody is pregnant, or somebody is just simply not having any proper limbs. Have you seen these signs before? A person on a wheelchair, a lady with a big tummy. Yes, they are parking signs. Some people keep or some places keep parking reserved for disabled or differently able people and pregnant women. This particular sign is showing that there are elderly people in the area. Go slow. Make your vehicles move slowly. Then the sign language. Then can't hear. The hearing, the ear is there and then the cancel sign is there. So cannot hear. The person on the wheelchair we already discussed. And then there is a person with a white stick. That indicates that blind people are around the area. You should be careful driving the car or you should be careful walking even. Sign language. This is how you say love in sign language. You simply fold your hands, cross your hands rather, and make fist and tightly say, I love you. Bird. How do we say bird in sign language? Yes, we put our index finger and thumb together and rest of the fingers closed. Make a beak kind of a shape with your hand and open the index finger and thumb. Ta 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 ta, ta like that. Bird. Okay. Now, how do we say hello? Like that. Okay. How do we say goodbye? How do we say please? How do we say you're welcome? How do we say yes? How do we say no? How do we say sorry? How do we say thank you? Like a flying kiss, thank you. Alright. So learn these things. They are important. As a homework, I request you all to find out the names of the school for specially or differently abled children in your city. So please find out the names of the schools where these differently abled children go. They could be a blind school, they could be a deaf school, or there could be any kind of special school. I would love to hear your research on this, so please do it. Thank you. This is me, Isha Shah, signing off on behalf of the Joyce International School. Stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye.